Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're going to take a look at market sentiment.
Okay,
You know that overall feeling about where the stock market's heading?
right.
Specifically, we're going to zero in on the U.S. market as we get ready for the opening bell this morning, December 6th, 2024.
Sounds good.
And man, there's a lot of buzz. A definite feeling of positivity in the air.
Yeah, I'd say so. There's a lot of optimism out there, and it's not without reason.
Right. Like every time I check the news, it seems another company is blowing past earnings estimates.
Exactly.
Those big tech companies like Salesforce, Marvell, and HPE, they're not just meeting expectations, they're crushing them and raising their future guidance.
They are really exceeding expectations.
And that always gets investors fired up.
Oh, absolutely. That kind of confidence is a great sign.
It really is. And it's not just limited to tech either.
That's right.
We're seeing the same thing in retail.
Yeah, retail's been killing it too.
Companies like Lululemon and Ulta Beauty are way ahead of their earnings predictions, which tells me that consumer confidence and spending are strong.
Strong consumer spending is always a good indicator for the economy as a whole.
So we've got these individual companies doing really well, but what about entire sectors? Are there any that are looking particularly strong right now?
Oh, absolutely. There are definitely some sectors that are really hot right now.
Like what?
Well, AI-related tech is still on fire.
Yeah,
The potential for that technology just seems limitless.
makes sense.
And energy is another one.
Energy.
Yeah. Companies like Shell have made some really smart strategic moves,
Okay.
and they're seeing the benefits in their bottom line.
Interesting. And what else?
And then there's the airline industry.
Airlines, really?
Yeah, both American Airlines and Southwest Airlines are projecting strong growth.
So people are flying again?
It looks like travel demand is bouncing back in a big way.
So we've got those strong individual companies, those hot sectors. But what about the market as a whole?
Yeah, that's the big question, isn't it?
Is this positive sentiment reflected in the overall market trends?
It really seems to be, futures for the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ 100 are pointing toward a stable opening. And maybe even a little bit of an upward trend.
Yeah.
And we've also seen those major market indices hitting record highs lately.
So
It all kind of suggests that upward momentum is going to continue.
everything's coming up roses.
Almost.
But seriously, we've got the strong earnings reports, those robust sectors, the positive market trends.
Yeah.
Anything on the macroeconomic front that's adding to this optimism?
There is actually. The macroeconomic environment looks pretty good right now. We're seeing strong projections for job growth,
Okay.
which is always a good sign for the economy.
Right.
And while inflation is a concern, it's expected to stay at a reasonable level.
So
That creates a stable environment for continued market growth.
it really does sound like we're in a sweet spot.
Yeah, it does.
And it seems like investors are picking up on these positive signals.
They definitely are. You're seeing record levels of investment coming in from foreign institutional investors. And a lot of analysts are echoing that bullish sentiment.
So are we expecting a strong opening today?
All signs point to yes.
But,
There are always risks.
right, there are always risks.
Yeah.
You can never completely eliminate risk.
For example.
Well, Foot Locker, for example, they just cut their guidance,
Oh, yeah.
which, is never a great sign.
No, it's not.
It's a reminder that not every company is going to be successful, even in a strong market.
Yeah.
And then there are always those geopolitical factors, things happening around the world that can throw a wrench in the works.
Right. Unpredictable events that can make things uncertain.
Exactly.
So even though there are those risks,
Uh-huh.
it sounds like the positive outweighs the negative today.
I'd agree with you on that. The overall picture looks pretty good.
It does. So for all of you tuning in today, could be a good day for the markets. But as always, you've got to do your own research.
Always a good idea. And make sure your investment decisions fit your own personal strategy.
And your risk tolerance.
And remember, even in a generally positive market, there will always be some individual companies or sectors that don't follow the trend.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes peeled for those hidden gems. You might find some unexpected opportunities.
It's all about being informed and making smart decisions.
Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.